Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well as I always do. This is the preview of West Ham's first away game of the 22-23 Premier League season, where we travel to the City Ground to take on Nottingham Forest this coming Sunday afternoon, 2 PM kickoff, again live on Sky Sports. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, along with Admiral and Umbro clout and blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, as you can see from the animation that's up here. Now, any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending directly on to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity in the Newham area. They're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County, and slightly further afield as well for that matter, to help put people that are really in dire straits to put food on their tables. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt, or a very nice polo. You'll be saving yourself between 5 and 15 quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. So as always, guys, let's start off by talking about the officials. The referee for this game is Robert Jones. His assistants are Lee Betts and Ian Hussin. The fourth official is Simon Hooper. On VAR is Michael Salisbury, and his assistant is Richard West. So relatively people we don't know, and therefore relatively people we don't have a problem with, unlike the City game. Now, the last time we played Forest away in the Premier League, it was in September 1998, which is a 0-0 draw. So it's not really worthwhile going into the last six because it's just not relevant. It really isn't relevant. As is Moyes' history was with the club as well, was in the old League One before the Championship was even started in the 2000 and 2001 seasons, when he was managing Preston North End. So again, it's not really relevant to what we're going to be talking about. Instead of going over the stats against Newcastle, because it's only one game they've had in the Premier League, I'm not really going to bother with that. Let's really talk about my observations from that game. They seem to be very strong in handling aerial duels, but weak in keeping possession. There was a lot of naivety from Forest, especially in their defending for a few ways. You can tell that a lot of those players have never been in the Premier League before and never been up to that scale, especially going up to somewhere like St James's Park in the Premier League. It's always a really bad sort of atmosphere to go to from an away fan point of view. They are really quite weak at finishing scoring chances as well, avoiding fouls and dangerous areas, stopping opponents from creating chances. As I said, defending down at any attack down the wing and against long shots, but they are very weak at defending against set pieces. Now, their style of play is very much attacking down the left-hand side, which suits us very well because we've got a very strong right-hand side as it stands at the moment. They also like to play long balls, so playing with width. They play with an aggressive style, and also they like to keep playing in their own half as well, for that matter. So as these are now being extended for Patreon, we're going to now jump over to the analysis section. Now, PremierInjuries.com shows at the time of this recording there's a long-term injury to Richards, their left-back, if I remember correctly, with a long-term calf/shin injury and a potential return around about the start of October. And Yates is also out with a knee injury and maybe be back in and around training before or after this game. His return date is this Sunday, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be in the squad. He might just be returning to some form of training this week. Now, turning to West Ham, Diop and Vlasic are on their way out as of the time of this recording. Diop's on his way to Fulham for around £15 million on a 3 or 4 year deal, if I remember correctly, and it looks like Vlasic is off on loan to Torino. Now, Fabianski is 50% chance of returning from the knock he picked up against City. Dawson is still recovering from his thigh injury, and we've got still no real return for Aguerd or Oggy. So, as always, guys, this is going to make it very tricky. But at the same point, I've made a bit of a change, and I'm hoping it's going to be the same here as well, for that matter, that Moyes is going to do. This is the starting 11 that I'm hoping we're going to see. We might not, but this is what I'm hoping to see against Forest. Areola in goal, with a back four of Soufal, Zuma, Johnson and Creswell. Rice and Soucek in the defensive midfield positions, with Bowen, Fornals and Cornet in midfield, supporting Antonio up front. So thank you very much for your time, guys. As always, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on what I've just said and across this. Of course, it's not going to be as long as usual because there's no stats to talk about. So it's just purely analysis on how things are looking at with the game. So put your comments in the comment section below. If you like the video, please do hit this like button. Please do subscribe if you haven't already done so. It'd be nice to get some new subscribers on. We're 2,114 as of the time of this recording. It'd be nice to try and get to 220 very, very soon. So I know you guys, there's enough of you guys that aren't subscribed that are watching, so click that button, hit the notification bell as well for that matter. We will hopefully be doing a live watch along for the Forest game as well. So guys, even more reason for you to hit the subscribe button so you get to know when that content is going live as well. For those that are new to the channel and haven't done the watch alongs before with us, come along. It's great conversation. We have music in a musical intro, and there's also music at halftime depending on what's happening with the game. And as I say, we'll have a drink or so together and watch the game, and we'll talk about it as and when it happens. But in the meantime, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your week. It's going to be, by the time this comes up on YouTube, it's going to be Friday afternoon. So enjoy your weekend, and I hope to see you on Sunday. And take care of yourselves, and I wish you all the best. It's going to be another stinking hot weekend. So go grab yourself some really good water as well. All the best now. Take care.